actually have a call with. It was a investor that found me on, I think it was either YouTube. She said she was watching my videos or something like that. But yeah, she found me on YouTube and she bought a terrible property in Milwaukee. She's an investor from California. So pick up that Cali money. But apparently she bought a pretty bad place. I didn't know how bad it was until I went to look at it. It was really bad. So her whole deal with contacting me is that, hey, I got this property. We want to try to get out of it. Can you help us? So they still like Milwaukee. They still want to invest, but they want to have a plan on how to move from this property, and they're okay with losing money. So I have called her right after this, so I'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's what I did last week, and then what I want to do this week. Well, I have again, Jaime mentioned we have like pretty much 3 months left in the year, right? So the work I'm not including December because the work that you do December doesn't show up to January. What I'm doing right now, I'm going through my Rolodex of people that have ghosted me, that have kind of fell off, right? I'm going through my entire list. Cold people, warm people, people who are supposedly searching, but they stopped talking to me. I haven't heard from them. So I'm going through the whole thing, and today I'm going to send out like, a bunch of messages to them, and hopefully I can get at least one or three of them to reply and say, yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still looking. I haven't given up. So that's the plan, and I think everybody should do that. Go through the Rolodex of people you've been talking to, and just see what's going on. If they put things on pause, then that's fine. But you know what? Maybe it'll be next year, so that's fine. But you just want to keep in touch with people. And then share a win or a challenge. So this week I have one closing, and I got two listing coming. So which one of them was the one I got last week? So yeah. And then next person, let's go with Bronco. Looks like he's ready.
Thanks, Laura. Yeah, this last week has been interesting because I have my first listing ever. I'm going on 3 weeks, and I negotiated not a price discount yet, but I got 10,000 for closing cost. So, it's been interesting to figure out, okay, now I have to go put it. I call the MLS and got all that going. And I had one of my agents now do two open houses. He pulled five possible people last week. No one this week, but the guy's on fire, so we're working that. Yeah, and it'll be a month in the middle of the week. So my intention for this week is to now do a price reduction because this woman they've never seen the house. They bought it in 2006. And they're like, we just want to sell it. Okay, we're gonna have to go down on the price. And we priced it to sell, but it's just the market is tough. Um, I've been getting hit up. I haven't taken anybody on it, but I got like a bunch of DMs and stuff about, oh, we'll help you market your property on Facebook and this and that. And I haven't done any of that stuff, but I don't even know if it works. Maybe you guys can give me some feedback on that. But I think I'm going to be aggressive. We price it 20,000 below market. We're going to drop another 20,000 because the seller's motivated, and but we haven't really gotten activities. And somebody told me that there's a way, I still don't know how to do this, that you can look at the MLS and get like the showings that you should be getting in that area code, which didn't sound, I never heard this before. But that way, she said, well, I give my listing people a report every week of how many people went, and this is kind of for that price range, the kind of showings you should be getting. So any feedback on that would be great. And then this month, this will be our biggest month. We have 17 closings set up for this month, so it's going to be crazy because I'm going to be out from the 15th and a whole different time zone and Cambodia and Vietnam. So I'll be waking up early. But so we have a lot to do. And my new assistant is working out amazing. Now I have her working 50 hours a week. I don't want to burn her out, so I think I'm going to hire somebody else to help her out because she's like she's motivated, but she's working 50 hours a week now. So, we've implemented this thing that when we get a new offer accepted, instead of dealing with the whole get the contract signed and everything, it's happening that day. that day when the offer gets accepted, we send disclosures. I talked to the broker. They said you should do it before, but as long as you do it the day of, you're fine. And I found that's preventing a lot of the issues that were coming up where people were like, well, if I sign with you, then what if the builder, because I normally do just new builds, so it makes it easier. What if they don't pay for the commission? And I was having a little throwback with that. So now it's working out, So that's pretty much it for this week. Is just lining everything up because I have 2 weeks before I leave, trying to get everything set up perfectly so the signings go well. We'll see. Yeah, if anybody has any feedback on, is there a thing that on the MLS where you can look at the showings and all of that?
I know that in HAR, Franco, I mean, we have the market insight that you sign up your seller and they'll automatically send them properties. I don't know. I know you're in San Antonio or Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
It's in showing time. I don't know if you have showing time there.
I do.
However, I believe is in the paid version that you're able to pull that.
Oh,
The free version, obviously they let you show, but for like reports where is benefit to you, I think you had to pay. But because I did it, and that's one of the things I canceled because I wasn't using it as I should have using it because I don't have the volume to justify keeping it. But yeah, look it up, or maybe one of your friends have it if they have a lot of listings in the area, and yeah, you can pull it up and use that to convince the seller how many showings they need to have in order to sell it. And a good number is 7 showings in 1 week. It's a good price. Less than 7 is too overpriced. And too many showings, like 7 or more, or 10, like 10 showings, maybe like it's gonna be a hot property. Kind of like that.
okay, got it.
I think Kim has that service as well.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, thank you.
And
Appreciate it.
that number of showings too, it also really depends on your price point. So
Yeah.
if you have something that's in kind of, we'll say we're all in different price points, but let's say in the upper 25% of the market, a lot of times getting 2 or 3 showings a week is great. But if you have something in the lower 25% of the price points in the market, then you're probably going to want, at least 5 showings a week, if not more.
Yeah.
But
And we got nothing. We haven't no one's actually, programmed the showing. I mean, we've got people that went to the open house, but no actual showing.
Yeah, then definitely. There's also a lot of MLSs have broker tours. And I mean, considering you're going on vacation, it might not be easy for you, but you have people on your team.
Yeah.
And those are often very helpful because you're going to get insights from other listing and buyers agents in that area. So you can send one of your team members or coworkers in lieu of you being there, and they can gather that feedback. But if you haven't had a showing in 3 weeks, either your photos are horrible, which I doubt, or you're overpriced. That's other people want to agree or not, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
No, perfect.
That's what we see here. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Next, Danny, go for it.
Hey guys, I wasn't here last week, but I know that I did some stuff. I follow up with all my clients, people that are ghost me. I don't know. This is a little dilemma that I'm actually going. You guys can give me a feedback. I got a client pre-approved, like 500,000. He got approved, and as soon as he got approved, like he stopped answering my calls. I know for a fact if I use a different number, he might answer. He's not answering the lender neither, but so I don't know. So I did that. I got a few listing appointments. We actually talking price ranges right now. I did some house tours. I haven't sent them to Jaime yet. Procrastinating, sorry about that. And this 7 days coming up, I'll probably just keep on following up with my clients and try to get more house tours and actually submit a YouTube video to Jaime to get him working. And that will be my challenge, to actually finish the video that I have everything already laid out, but haven't hit the record button. Yeah, that's all I have. So yeah. So I don't know what you guys would do in that case. Would you guys just let the buyer sit there, keep calling until he says stop calling?
I know
I-
Kim was here,
I-
she'd have a response, but
yeah, but I'm
I'll let
here.
Betty go.
I like to talk. I like to talk. Maybe I help you. Maybe I know. Send him a message and say, hey, are you off the market completely, or you just taking a break? And if they don't say anything to you, like I have a new criteria for people that I can tell early on that they're gonna be a pain in the butt. That if they're gonna be a pain in the butt, I just don't work with them. But send that message. Hey, are you off the market completely? I just want to know. And if not, let me know when you are. Call you next week in case you have an emergency or something like that. And then that's it. And you send that text and then you call again and they don't want to, they know where you are. That would be my advice. Don't sweat it. Move on to the next person that actually want to work with you.
You could take a page out of Hyman's book. He's got this message that I call the revival message, where you tell them, you just message them and you say, "Have you given up on buying a home this year?" And usually that sparks up a conversation.
Yeah.
What was the message? What's the message?
Have you given up on buying a home? That's one message that Michael's alluding to. I got that from this book, exactly what to say. There's another one in here as well. I could be wrong, but it seems that that home buying is no longer a priority of yours. So essentially the softener is,
I could be
I
wrong.
may be wrong, I could be wrong, but it seems, so that way you're not straight up calling them out, but it softens it. Like, I could be wrong. I could just be misreading this, but it appears that home buying is no longer a priority of yours. And that'll usually get them. Like the line that Mr. Hicks alluded to, like we have unpaid invoices, every day. But just from that line alone, from some people that like our collections was like maybe 120 days out, so 4 months that they hadn't paid, we got 2 to 3 invoices paid within the hour just from sending that. So it's powerful.
Gotcha.
Who's next, Mr. Danny?
I'll pick my buddy Alexis.
Hi. Well, same thing happened to me. My feelings was hurt because she called me to speak to the lender again because she lost the lender's phone number, but she did not want to talk to me or want to buy a house with me. But I was just like, and then the lender too, like I try to follow up with her, like, hey, how did it go? Yeah, got ghosted by both of them, so sucks. But yeah, last week I really was just getting back into the flow of things because I kind of business kind of slowed down for me because I had some personal issues. So I was just really getting back into the swing of things. This week I plan to just clean up my CRM, like follow up with any like old, but I actually already started doing that yesterday. I'm trying to see like who's still looking to buy. And then I want to also focus on more renters as well this week. Yeah, really I want to just add some more people to my pipeline is what I want to do this week. And a win for me was I closed on my first house last week too. So that kind of really motivated me. So that's pretty much it.
Congrats, what a great win.
Thanks. I choose who's in here? Leanna.
Hello, friends. Yes. Okay. So what I was supposed to do was 3 shorts and 3 long form video. The easiest thing got done, which was the 3 shorts. I did more. I did like 6 shorts. So I doubled that, which was great. But the long form did not get done. I'm tied up in editing, as Jaime knows. So yeah, that's it. And I am, my plans for this next week. I haven't even done, guys, I haven't done my schedule yet. I haven't. I started a 30-day fitness challenge, and that was really my focus. Prepping school, first day of school. So my 9 o'clock time slot was you guys, so I'll do it after. I get things organized.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Who's next? You get to decide that. Are you looking for someone or
Am I supposed to ask somebody?
Yeah, yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Oh,
You get to
okay.
call someone, so
You
there's
don't
still
want
some
to just
folks
sit in
available.
silence for an
We-
indefinite period of time?
We can
Danny
meditate.
Lopez. Danny Lopez, you're up. Boop, boop.
I already went.
Damn it.
Thank you though. Thank you for the nomination.
Did Alexis go?
Keep
Okay.
trying. This is a good game. Keep trying. I'll give you
Okay,
one more
keep
shot
trying.
and then I'll let you know who's eligible.
All right. Odessa. Does that mean a yes? No, she went. Well, for the love of God, people, look what happens when you're late and unprepared. All right, Jaime, I'll let you choose.
Wait, Odessa hasn't gone.
Okay.
No, I think something with her hearing.
Oh, okay.
She's having tech issues.
Then he went. How about Laura?
Okay, so she's having tech. Laura has gone. So you have Rose Dunn, you have Michael Hicks, and Chantel,
That would be easier. Michael Hicks.
and Charlene.
Michael Hicks.
Hey, you caught me kind of in the middle of something today. So what is it exactly that we're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, what did you do in your business last week? So that's one question. The second question is, what do you plan to do for your business this week? And then the third is, you can share a win or a challenge that you're currently going through.
Okay, well, this should be pretty quick then. Last week I called a for sale by owner. This week I'm listing that for sale by owner, and the win is somebody that I've been trying to work with for like 2 or 3 years is finally moving down to Tennessee from Michigan. They're in the military. They've just been moving around all over the place. And this afternoon, I'm supposed to do a video tour with them. So, bazinga. Who is the next person on the list?
I'll share it with you. So it's gonna be Rose Dunn, right? We're gonna go to right. So we have Rose Dunn, Chantel, and Charlene left.
All right, let's do it, Rose.
All right. Last week I was my goal was to work on my content planning, which I have most of it accomplished. And then I had a listing appointment. There was some misunderstanding with my client, which I kind of like reserved. I kind of like get it out of the way because I did not know. Just a side note, my client truly believed that if she had a claim on her house, she thought if she's gonna get another house, it's just the same as a car insurance. So I had to, when I explained that to her and her husband, they were both laughing. So we're gonna put a new roof on the house. So it's gonna come live in the next 2 weeks, hopefully. And I have I made some phone calls, sent out my text message. I have 3 clients talking to my lender. So I got everything that I plan to do. I kind of like got everything done at 80%. And this week, I am traveling to Miami for 10 days. I'm leaving tomorrow morning after I drop off my kids. So it's not a vacation. I'm gonna sit in the hospital because it's my turn to sit with my grandfather. So I'm gonna have my computer with me and trying to do as much work as I can while I'm in the hospital with my grandfather. So I'll be back next Tuesday to Houston. And who's next? Oh, Kim just got here. So Kim.
All right, Kimbo, we have the same questions from last week. What did we do last week? So what did you do in your business last week? What are you planning to do for your business this week? And then either sharing a win or a challenge. And then we still have, after that, we still have Odessa. I think she fixed her audio issues. And then Chantel and Charlene left.
Okay. Good morning, morning. What did I do last week? Focused on buyers that were coming in, open houses. What am I doing this week? Trying to sell the 7 listings that I have. New listing coming on the market. Just signed the contract yesterday. Trying to get over the busted out contract. And what am I trying to do better? That's my question. What I'm trying to do better is engage in the rentals. Alexis, I'm glad that she's here. I was actually texting her like, help. Bad credit makes me want to throw up. It's horrible, guys. And I really, the more you dive into real estate and you really open all facets of your business, you get to hear some horrible stories, but bad things happen to good people all the time. It's just they don't have a chance. They really don't have a chance. So that is my focus for the remainder of the week, is really try to come up with solutions for those with bad credit. And you said Odessa is on the map. Good morning again, y'all. Happy Tuesday. What the hell up? Morning, Odessa. I love it. In the
Good
park.
morning, Kimberly, my inspiration. Yes. So what did I do last week? Actually, I have a condo under contract, but I have the buyer representation, and we just determined in the inspection there were some structural issues. And so we managed to get a 10-day extension on the inspection period. So I'm going to call that a big win. Let's see. So what did we do last week for our business? What do we need to do this week? I need to get back on track with my giant Instagram goal, which I've completely neglected because I've been in transaction mode. And what was the third one?
Win or a challenge. So what did you do last week?
Okay,
What are you going to do this week? And then a win or a challenge.
Okay. The challenge is to honestly stay focused on those long-term things, because I tend to, like right now I have 3 listings, 1 buyer contract and 1 buyer looking. And when I have that type of activity, I have a really hard time staying focused on the prospecting. And so that's my big challenge, is to make sure that I'm always leaving room for prospecting, so that in, a month when these are done, it doesn't dry up again. Do you have anybody else, Jaime?
We have Chantel and Charlene.
All right. Chantel.
Good morning, everybody. So last week in my business, my biggest things were time management, finding an accountability partner, and doing video tours. I did get my video tours done. I did. Charlene is my accountability partner, so we'll be getting together this week. And time management wise, I tried to change my schedule, which was an epic fail. It just did not work. It seemed like everybody wanted to call me when I was in the middle of something or in the shower. I was tired and had to nap. It just did not work out. So this week I've gone back to my slow mornings and then starting, and that seems to be going a little better. I have to edit my video tours so I can get those out this week. And I need to do some follow-up. So I had some new leads come in this weekend I need to touch base with. I'm working with a seller buyer client. So I follow up with them this week. And good news, I went under contract with another client. So things are on the uptick and seem to be doing good. But biggest thing is, like I said, getting back to my schedule and then making sure I'm doing my content and stuff this week and follow-ups. So that's it. And I'll tag my accountability partner, Charlene.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I kind of still at the trying to be consistent. So Monday night I did attend a networking event from 7 to 9. So I met some incredible women. And I anticipate on going to that. It's like once every other month. And then on Tuesday, of course, I was on this call. And at last Tuesday, I attended the Rocket Mortgage training from 2 to 3. And last Wednesday, our group is doing a customer appreciation day. So while I was in carpool line waiting for my daughter, I sent out all the invites and the texts for that event. And then I have on my calendar to make sure I follow up with them a week before the event just to see if anything has changed. Last Wednesday was my mom's birthday and my Facebook went down. It got disabled because I think a hacker was trying to hack my business account to run some type of ad, and my personal page went with it. That was a big challenge for me because a lot of my clients that I went to school with, or a lot of my clients that I'm working with, thank God the ones I am currently working with, I've already had them in my contacts. So every time I do make a connection, I kind of make sure I get them saved as a contact in my phone. That was the Debbie Downer. So it's a challenge for me because I was relying on Facebook. So now my goal is to either get my YouTube up and definitely do my Google business so I can have other avenues to get clients as well. And always follow up for me. I feel like the money's in the follow up and I have to stay consistent with that. So that's pretty much what I did over the week. And I broke out my calendar. So I go day to day about what to do. And that's been helping me out a lot. So, and I appreciate you guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll share mine real quick. In the last the last week, something that we worked on pretty intently on, and it wasn't just me, it was Robinson and Nefertari. They're on the phone support side for us here internally, was getting our Facebook ads up and running. Originally, they were, I don't know, $12 a lead, which was just way higher than what we're used to. Right now, I'm looking at the campaign that we launched over the weekend. We got it down to $3.70 per lead. It should stabilize around 250 or so. So it's trending in the right direction. So last 7 days was more focused on that than anything else. So we're constantly launching new campaigns. So for the next 7 days, I'm going to say I got to get the buyer funnels and seller funnels up and running, which is going to basically mean one video for buying and one video for selling, at least bare minimum. Get that going. We already have our buyer hubs and seller hubs set up, but I don't have the video component attached to it. So that's something that we're gonna be working on this week. It just needs to happen. Cool. So any questions, comments, concerns?
What does that mean? What does that mean, what you just said about the seller hub video, and what does that mean?
So
is that for you, like for your team internally, or is that for like a tool for everyone? That's what I mean.
It's going to be leveraged for the internal production team first, but it can be duplicated into your hub. So it's going to mostly be applicable for folks that live in Texas, because I'm going to be doing like a hour-long buyer step-by-step how to buy, and hour-long seller step-by-step, which could be easily just duplicated and adopted here in Texas. But outside of that, the states are going to be different. So the only thing that would be different would be the only thing that like AFG agents would need to do would essentially just duplicate it, but replace the video with your internal process.
Okay, and then you're going to advertise this in a Facebook ad, or is this just something when your clients are talking to you, or you're going to send them to this kind
Good
of
question.
funnel, or how are we using this tool?
Right now, we're just more focused on it being a conversion tool where everyone, so all these leads that are getting called right now, they're being invited to a discovery call. And in that discovery call, we're going to go through the step by step in the hub. So it's just me just pointing out, hey, this is what we're doing. And then giving them access to that hub. So they're constantly, we're constantly in front of them and convert them a little bit quicker. So we're mitigating as many questions as possible and also providing as much value as we can. So as, to secure listing agreements a little bit faster, buyer agreements a little bit faster. So it's being used more as a conversion tool. Once that's already up and running, to your point, we're going to be running YouTube ads to target the channels that have the audience that we need here locally, and just run YouTube ads to that particular hub, and then we're going to be calling those people. So
Kind of
essentially,
like targeted YouTube ads for people that have already raised their hands that they wanted to know about.
correct. So we're going to pull the videos that talk about how to buy a house in Dallas Fort Worth, or interested in some sort of anything real estate and DFW related, because there's millions of views that are happening per month here in Dallas Fort Worth, specifically for Dallas Fort Worth. So we're just going to be launching ads for that.
Okay, thank you. I just because sometimes I hear a tool, but it's like, how is it gonna be getting used?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I want every time I'm doing something. Like I want to dig deep to see, like, is this something? Because sometimes it sounds really good, and then we do a to-do list, and it's like that doesn't align with what I want to do, or oh, that's perfectly what I'm looking to do, kind of thing. Thank you.
100%. 100%. Those are really good questions. Thank you for asking those, because here, I mean, what we're getting ready to invest in this is at least $2,000 a month on YouTube ads alone. So do we need that much? Maybe not, but to hit the numbers that we're trying to hit, yeah, we will need to do a significant investment. But this is going to be we're hitting Facebook ads. I'm doing live streams daily. Maybe not today because I'm getting a little bit sick, but I've been doing live streams every single day. So we're really investing in YouTube, organic, Facebook ads, and adding another layer, YouTube ads, here shortly once we have the funnel up and running.
Okay, what are you using to go live, Jaime?
Ecamm Live, ECAMMLIVE. Now that's more of a YouTube, I'm sorry, that's more of a Mac product, not necessarily a PC. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns about anything, not just mine stuff, but anything before
I
we
got a
hop
quick
into
question,
a
Jaime.
conversation? Yeah.
How much time do you spend creating and making whatever value that you're creating? So whatever the videos are, whatever the series is, if it's a hub, whatever the education information product is, how much time do you spend ahead when you're starting the campaign?
Well, it just depends. It depends on a lot of different things, but as far as time invested in creating like this hub, I've already spent conservatively over 30 hours myself.
And this is just the hub that you're driving your ads to right now for the buyer and the seller.
I don't have the ads set up yet, but it's just the hub that as I have the discovery calls. So once the calls are made, so Robinson is making calls, Nefertari is making calls. As they book appointments for the discovery calls, I show up to discovery calls, 30 to 45 minutes. I kind of ask different questions, get some feedback, and then I start crafting. So every single hub that I send out to the client is actually different based off of questions that I got, feedback that I received from some of the leads that I spoke to. So right now it's nowhere close to being done. I still need to add another layer of video component, calculator components. So it's going to be personal time invested over 100 hours for sure. As far as the rest of the team, it's going to be even more than that.
That's helpful for me to understand because I don't have a good perspective of how much time goes in myself when I'm creating product, whatever information product that I'm creating, whatever the videos are. And I can just look at YouTube, like I feel like it's like 10. I feel like it's like 10 to 1 when it starts. I think that's what the expectation should be. Like I need to be putting out 10 the effort to get 1. And then once you do that consistently, and then I don't know for what period of time, then you really start to, I don't know, the volume builds up and the algorithm responds. And like, is that reasonable?
Yeah, well, you're investing in an asset that is appreciating. So
Yeah.
YouTube, think of it more like a real estate property that, in theory appreciates. Other vehicles, I'm not going to name any of them, but like other vehicles that are a little bit more time dependent, a little bit more active, we'll say that. Those, I don't necessarily treat them as investments. I treat those more as like cars depreciate in value, right? So it's something that as you make more and more videos, they're just going to continue to compound and compound and compound. So this video that I'm talking about, an hour-long basically masterclass on buying, well, that's going to take me probably 3 hours of footage. It's going to take Adrian, my personal editor, 10 hours of editing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of resources going into that, but that's a resource that's going to help me convert the people a lot quicker. So essentially, like when Robinson calls one of these leads, Facebook ads that have no earthly idea who I am, Robinson's able to use our template saying, hey, would I haven't crafted the template quite yet, but essentially, would you like to know the step-by-step on how to buy a house for $10,000 less than you would anywhere else?
Right.
And then he would send them that video. So it's a conversion tool. So the way that I work, the way that I frame things is it's either lead generation, conversion, or scaling my business are the only 3 things that I work on in my business, which is essentially kind of the conversation I want to have with y'all today, which was around the theme of leverage. So leverage right now, either you're going to need to get that through people, essentially hiring, or through technology. And there's different ways to do that. Examples of leverage through technology is if y'all work the DMs quite a bit, well, maybe invest in a platform like ManyChat, MANY chat, where it has different flows. If somebody says this, send that. If somebody doesn't respond, send them this. Right. So that's something that we're getting ready to introduce for Karen. She does our Facebook Marketplace posting every single day. And we're starting to get 8 to 12 people responding per day. That's not going to be manageable very much longer because of every single day we're adding a new property. So we need to introduce technology there. So Karen is able to manage it as opposed to just trying to spend 5-8 hours just with DMs. That's just not feasible for everything else that she has going on. Another form of leverage is going to be through video, which is the buyer funnel that I'm talking about, the seller funnel or the videos. That is an incredible amount of leverage where it doesn't require me personally investing 45 minutes or 60 minutes with one person that could be saying all the right things at the beginning, only to find out, kind of to Kim's point, their credit is 400, right? So that's something that would not be an effective use of 60 minutes. So leverage again through technology would be video. That's why we're so pro video here. Going back to leverage on the human side per se. So Robinson is very effective with the phones. Nefertari is very effective for the phones. And all of our team members have their own skills and disciplines that they're really, really good at, whether that's editing, design, being very timely with calendars, whatever the case may be. Eventually, you do need to invest in yourselves and invest in others. I know some of us don't have our first hire, but once you get your first hire, you're going to find how much faster and further you're going to go. And then you just start scaling, right? So Branco right now, I think he's got like a team of 10. I don't know how many people every time I talk to him, he added like 2 more people, but look for opportunities to build this leverage. You have a huge opportunity right now I know that there's a lot of fear, a lot of information that may not be right or whatever. But there's how I see it personally. How I see this environment is, I see about half of the transactions that were going to be done by agents that just really aren't going to make it in the business. Those are up for grabs. Half of the transactions. So that means there's a huge opportunity to not only grow our personal like production team, but there's just so many more transactions up for grabs right now. And I want those. That's essentially what's happening right now. So just look for opportunities for leverage. Don't make it grandiose. One of the easiest ones that I give as an example is the way that you schedule your appointments. Every single one of us should have a calendar that people book themselves onto your calendar when you decide. So having a Calendly is the best, like what, $5 investment that you could have. Just sending somebody the calendar, you can send people different calendars on when you're going to be available. Right. So you get to decide when you're going to work. And then also people will then decide when they want to get onto your calendar. So every single one of us should have that Calendly link. And by that, I know it sounds so simple and so small, but that may save you, let's call it 3 minutes today, but it's going to save you 3 more minutes tomorrow, 3 more minutes the day after that, 5 more minutes. It's going to limit your, never phrase that, reduce your no-show rate. It's going to do so much. Like by you having a Calendly link, it's going to get not only save you, but make you so much more money in the end. So we need to start. I know I'm preaching right now, and I don't really like doing that, but we need to start looking and rewiring our minds for that type of investment that will actually produce those results. Does that make sense? The main thing here is leverage. Look for leverage somewhere. It could be in the simplest things. So the same way that Betty audited her bank account last week, let's audit kind of what we're doing in our business. And in a way, we do that in our, what did we do last week and what are we doing this week? And just that question alone, there's an element of audit there. There's an element of accountability there where you're going to quickly find out, well, oh, dang, well, Danny's doing this, Laura's doing that, Odessa's doing this, Kim's doing that. I heard nobody talking about what I'm doing. Am I doing something wrong? Right? So just having that awareness is going to help you out as well. Betty, are you saying like raise the roof, or are you trying to?
I have one question before the time run out, and that's going to be for Franco.
Franco, are you off the phone?
Oh, he's on the phone?
No, he's off. You're good.
I'm off.
Okay.
I'm off.
So Franco, you were talking about that, like you said a little bit, but I don't think I grasped the whole idea you're saying, because I know you get a lot of referrals for buyers and you do a lot of new construction. But you were talking about how you are talking about the signing on the same date and you were having a problem getting them to sign.
Before that, yeah.
So
basically, what I'm representing is only new builds myself. Every now and then I'll do something that's not a new build. If the client tells me, oh, I already know everything, I have the house, you just need to write the offer, I can't refer that out, if they're in my area. But anyways, what I've been doing is, because with this whole change, I was sending a thing, okay, let me send you the buyer rep agreement, 3%, but some builders pay 4%, some builders pay 2%. So now the way I put clients at ease, I said, hey, don't worry about the commission. It's taken care of by the builder. And then I don't even say how much. Just they're going to take care of the commission. So because we're doing new builds, we're going to take care of the commission. Now they're working, they look at a property. We're going to write an offer today. Now I know the commission and everything. So today, then the disclosures go out. Okay. And I talked to the broker, and the broker said, as long as you get the disclosure signed the day of or the day before, you're fine. Where
the
there's
day
a
of,
problem,
the day before that they're gonna write the contract.
Yeah, and it could be even the day, because it happened to me like it was a innocent like reality. I'm like, hey, I just met these people today. I just talked to them for the first time. I referred them to the agent. They got qualified. We're writing up an offer. All of it happened in the same day, right? I said I hadn't met him before, And now it's like 11 o'clock at night. How do they're not going to like, what do we do? As long as you get the disclosures out, is what he said, then you're good. Even if they don't sign them that day, if they sign them the next, but your job is to get them out. I'm like, okay, then we'll do that.
That's pretty interesting. Okay, thank you. Seems like there's a whole bunch of questions, but at least you got me to this stage right here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, sure.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? Any feedback? I know we were going through a new format right now. We're always looking to evolve.
I like the format.
Question. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, Rose, I was just gonna say I like the format. That was it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My
Rose done?
questions. Has anybody ever trying to do the straight DM with LinkedIn and things like that? Because I've watched a video with Ron Serrant about he started working with high-end client, and he said he only get those two DM. And so I was looking on LinkedIn, typing CEO in Houston, doctors in Houston, and LinkedIn actually, I found out the more you post on LinkedIn, the broader they started to open LinkedIn for you without, you don't have to pay for the platform. So I wanted to know if anybody start LinkedIn DM, if you have a DM format, is it working out for you? Can you share?
We tried it in the past through their sales prospector, but we didn't get as many replies. We got maybe 2 appointments, but that was it. So I don't have enough data on that to be be confident on that. We did use it heavily and are using it heavily for Agently, but that's more of a B2B business thing than buyers or sellers. I can see it working. I mean, essentially you have the call list. You know who's a nurse, you know who's a doctor, you know who's an attorney, you know who's a whatever. I can see it being very effective for that. Alrighty. Kimbo Slice.
Yes, sir.
Kick our butts.
As in physically, I can touch Danny. Let's see who else I can touch. Who else is here? Alexis. The rest of you, what the hell is up? Y'all, let's get ready. Let's get into it. I hate that I jumped in on the last minute. I'm praying that you all continue to just thrive in your business, take it to the next level and just continue to push, man. It is so good to see each and every last one of you taking responsibility. And Lord Thor, what the hell? You through cooking? Y'all see all the meat? He makes me so hungry. There's always meat on his channel.
Oh my God, I'm just looking at Lord post. I'm like, I'm getting away just by looking at post.
This man is meat and potato. Well, no potatoes, just meat and a nice beer, some kind of beer. But I love it. Lord, keep on pushing, man. He's officially capped now working for Icon. So way to go, Lord. Love the journey. Thanks for sharing. So look, let's not be upset with Lord. Let's get like Lord. Let's get to it. Again, congratulations to each and every last one of you just for taking today seriously, guys, and making it your life, making it your work. This is it. This is all we have. This is what we do. So I don't want to see anybody standing in line trying to put in applications. Take that time and put it back into your business. Let's go. Applications to other employment. Jaime got it immediately. He started laughing. So no outside job.
That's where I was going after this. I was going to go apply.
No, this is it. We put our time and effort into our business. There is no plan B, just plan A. Let's go, guys.
Boom.
Have an amazing rest of the week.
Y'all be good. Talk soon. Bye.